fight of our team. Kids battled to the end. Just really disappointing our defense. Just poor performance today. Not even close to being good enough. And just tough way to lose. Proud of our offense. Did a lot of great things. Got to protect the football. Can't turn it over in the second half. That was huge for us. But just Brandon Sorsby showed what kind of special player he can be. Doing some much better things offensively, but just so disappointing our defense. We got 2 big trophy games coming up. That's going to be the focus. Questions?
Matt?
Coach, early in the season, you had some of these breakdowns in the secondary. It looked like the last 2 weeks, maybe you got them kind of straightened out.
Oh, we did.
Are you surprised at how poorly and how guys were so wide open for much of the game?
In the first half, especially. There's a couple of just blown coverages. Just really shocked, to be honest with you. And very, 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 very frustrating. So just no excuse for it.
What do you feel it was a product of?
Just a couple of times it's poor communication. One time, apparently one of our guys got the wrong signal, which shouldn't happen in week 10, So to me, that's just an excuse. But that's what was the information was conveyed after the play. And then just a couple of young guys that made some mistakes, but still at the same time, they just got to, if they're in there this time of year, they got to make plays. So just really, really disappointing.
Zach and Mike on your left.
I guess, Tom, just in a broad brush way, in terms of adjustments, what wasn't taking for that defense? What basically were you trying that just wasn't quite fixing something?
Yeah, just tried to multiple coverages. Obviously, number one was a matchup issue. Doubled him, and then they're getting the ball to 13 and 14 before 13 went out, and that was tough. It was tough to get pressure. Max protected several times, especially they were early down throws, especially in the first half. And just being able to, so therefore we tried to, even some dropping 8 to be able to, it's hard to get to max protection, get pressure on the quarterback. So we got pressure on that last play and then didn't contain him, So just fundamental mistake there by one of our ends, but and it didn't cover the receiver, So at the same time trying to, find a way to have safety help, and he ran away from the safety that was doubling him. But we tried multiple things to be able to have answers for that, to be able to, get hands on them, roll the coverage to them, double cover them, and obviously their quarterback had a career day, and it was, at our expense.
Mike on your left and Todd.
You talked about this week kind of preparing maybe for the Luke Altmaier, the other quarterback. You guys kind of plan for both? Just scout?
We played for both. We watched film on the one that ended up playing. Obviously, didn't know he was going to play. We obviously got prepared for both. Just make phone calls, trying to find out as much about him as we could. Watched his film from where he came from, and felt good about that part of it. But obviously, we just couldn't get pressure on him. That was the issue. He was able to throw with nobody in his face much, and that was not really what we wanted to be able to do. But yeah, we obviously were expecting number 9, but we had a plan for number 4.
Todd on your left and Mason.
Tom, you saw as the breakdowns occurred through the course of the game. What can you do? What's the message to the defense as you try to get them back on track?
Yeah, just to me, to be able to make sure that the things that we're trying to do, that our guys can do them, and making sure there's the matchups. If there's a guy that's somebody struggling with, we got to be able to have answers for that. But obviously, to me, it's about there was a lot of breakdowns of just some execution of our calls that didn't happen. We had one play where we just didn't get the signal called in quick enough and score a touchdown off of that. So, which cannot happen this time of the year. So, the coaches, it's my responsibility. It's on us as coaches. Obviously, players got to make plays, but this is to me, got to take ownership of it. So it's just unacceptable. But obviously, we got to be able to flush it and get ready for another one. But definitely got a lot of things to work on.
Mason in front and Rebby.
Coach, you were a little bit thin with your defensive background going into the game, and then you lost a couple of guys to injury. How are they doing right now?
We don't know for next week for sure, but definitely took its toll a little bit. But the loss of No Pierre has obviously been pretty significant. It's cost us several times already since he's been out, but at the same time, we're trying to make adjustments there. We played multiple guys in that spot even today. So, but definitely need to find creative ways to make up for that. And then obviously, I guess anybody else that got hurt today, that whether they'll play or not next week, we don't know yet this time.
Rabby and Jack.
Coach, you guys scored 42 points, more than you actually scored against Indiana State. You end up losing. What's the level of frustration with a defense that can't win when you put up that many points?
Yeah, that's just worked really hard to get our offense on track and made a lot of adjustments. And Coach Terry did a great job, with that unit to produce that amount of points. And defense got to step up, do their job. So call what it is. Defense let this team down today. So that's the bottom line, period.
Jack on your left and Sammy in back.
Yeah, Tom, defense only had one sack today, I think just one quarterback hurry. What was not happening with that in terms of the pass rush, and do you think some of that had to do with kind of what you were adjusting with the secondary?
Yeah, and it has something to do with it for sure. I mean, there's some matchup challenges with the receivers that I felt made it hard for us to overload the blitz. Because obviously when you do that, you're just creating all one-on-ones, with them. And that makes it really hard to be able to. And if you notice a lot, especially in the first half, a lot of the bigger plays were not on third downs. They only had 30 third downs in the whole first half, so. But the last one was obviously a third down where we brought pressure and didn't execute the call. Obviously we got the pressure, but then we flushed him out, and the edge player wasn't there. But still didn't have him covered either. So to me, it's just to try and find that balance of double covering a guy that's hard to match up with, and playing some zones to leverage him inside and outside. And like I said, we tried, everything that we, have in our arsenal right now for this game plan, and that was obviously wasn't good enough. So really, like I said, it's just a frustrating day for sure defensively.
Sammy in back, last one.
Coach, you pre-playoff mentality the last couple weeks, with bowl eligibility on the line. Now with this loss, how do you rally the team? How do you keep them from splintering after a devastating loss like this?
Yeah, I think you just, lean heavily on, who we are and the character of our team and the character of our leadership. And just like we always do, we just rally together. And no matter what happens, we stay together and we fight together. And we'll come back next week and compete our tails off. So we will definitely continue to fight. That's what this team's all about. That's what this team is built for. But just tough one to accept right now.
All right, thanks, Tom.